Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about a prep that a lot of you may or may not be doing. In one of my videos, I talked about putting a trailer hitch on the back of my little Hyundai. But let's talk about a prep that a lot of you are probably lacking on. You know, I know a bunch of you probably are like me. You're just fanatical about keeping the car up. I went out the other day and was pricing cars. Like that heart failure. They almost called an ambulance. Told them to call a cardiac unit when I started seeing the prices of used cars. Folks, I was looking at used cars that had almost 100,000 miles on it. And they were still $15,000 to $20,000. And a few of them looked like they'd been rode hard and put away wet. You know, I know this little truck. I love my little truck. Don't anybody ever think I don't. This is the darndest little truck. It, on the highway, will run all day long, 70, 75, 80. But at the same time, will get me 20, 25 miles to the gallon. I have about a 17, 18 gallon tank. You know, I listen to other preppers. And I was listening the other day to a guy named Nuttin Fancy. He's out of Colorado. Or, no, I think he's out of California. Not sure where he's from. And he was talking about bug-out vehicles. And I have to agree with him. Your bug-out vehicle needs to be a vehicle of high ground clearance. You know, a four-door sedan, you know, like a Buick or a Chevy or something. They're nice to ride on the city streets, but if you have to go off-road, you're pretty much up that well-known creek without a paddle or a boat, and you're up to your neck. I was telling a young man the other day, he asked me what my idea of the perfect vehicle was. Boy, that's a dumb question. Now, my idea of the perfect vehicle, you know, 60, 66, 67, 68. You know, from the mid-60s through mid-70s. Four-wheel drive truck, 6-cylinder engine, 4-speed transmission. If you can get an extended cab in a Ford or a Dodge, that'd be perfect. If you can get a mechanical, notice I'm saying mechanical, diesel in one of these vehicles, makes it even better. I know a four-wheel drive's a lot more maintenance to keep up. But if you stay on top of it, then your horse won't go lame and leave you sitting alongside the road. Having a small trailer available to you. Having a small trailer. A small cargo trailer would work. A small travel trailer would work. But for this truck, much more than a 19, 20-foot travel trailer would be all I'd be able to pull, keeping any kind of speed and ability up. But stay on top of your maintenance. If for no other reason, remember your wives and your children, your grandchildren are in those cars. Make sure you've got good rubber on the ground. Make sure that you're prepared. I've got a friend, and I was laughing at him the other day until he explained what he was doing. He went down to Harbor Freight and bought one of those baskets you stick on the back of a car using the trailer hitch. And he and his wife were fixing to take off on a trip. And I asked him, I said, that extra weight, doesn't it cost you a lot of gas mileage? And he said, not as much as you think. Now, he drives basically the same car I've got, only he's got the bigger engine. So, the one thing we were talking about, and I know all your service manuals, all your owner's manuals say change your plugs about 100,000 on most cars. $30 to $40, because you can turn the tide of problems at 30 or 40,000. If it gets to 100,000, 75, 80, 100,000, then you got a problem. But just be aware. Be aware that you have a place to go. You have a vehicle that gets you there and gets you back. Whether it's this is the car we go to church in, or this is my zip around town and keep the maintenance up. Keep the oil changed. I was watching an oil change the other day. The car had been running too, folks. That blasted thing looked like molasses. That dang thing looked like it had molasses rolling out of it. So, folks, when I tell you, keep stuff up, stay ahead of the curve, and get prepared. Whether it's, loss of a job, tornado, floods, loss of a loved one, that you're prepared. And that your gear is ready to go at a moment's notice. So, that's the world according to the ancient warrior. Be sure that you have the equipment that you need in your vehicle, such as booster boxes, jumper cables, spare bottle of oil, antifreeze, that you're prepared. Because the last thing you want to be doing is sitting alongside the road trying to figure out how to fix something. So that's the world according to the ancient warrior. Welcome back to Free America.